ዌልካም ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ ሶልቪንግ ኢኩዌሽንስ ኤንድ ኢኒኳሊቲ የሚለውን እናያለን። አንን ከማየታችን በፊት ባለፈው ትምህርታችን we discussed about
set, subset, proper subset, unless B, a symmetric difference with B, number of a union B equals to number of a plus number B minus number of a intersection B. If their intersection is empty set, then number of a union B equals to number of a plus number of B, and so on.
Today we are going to deal about solving equations and inequalities. Before we are dealing about the way of solving equation and inequality, what meant by equation and how can we define that inequality, we'll consider these things. The first one, in case of equation, if you have any function f of x with equal sign, let's say this is b, some constant, we call this is equations. If we come to, for our purpose, this is equal to what? 3x minus, let's take here is 5 is equal to 2x plus 3, for instance. This is equations. The other one is, let's consider to the power of x plus 1 is equal to, let's take here is 8. This also what? Equation. The other thing we consider the square root of what? The square root of x minus 1 is equal to, for instance, 3. The other thing we consider this is the cube root of x over 3, for instance, is equal to, let's take 6. We can take different examples on this. This all are indicates what? Equations. That means involving what? That is equations. That means functions that involve what? Equations. እነዚህ ፈንክሽን ናቸው involving what? equation የያዙ ናቸው ማለት ነው። equation የያዘ function እንላለን ማለት ነው። When come to in case of inequality, it is what? f of x is, let's say this is greater than, for instance, b, or it may be what? Less than b, or it may be what? Greater or equal to b, or it may be what? Less than or equal what? b, or it may be different from b. If that's so, all this indicates what? The inequality. Let's consider different examples on this. For instance, 2x minus 5 greater than, for instance, this is 7. Let's take the other example, plus y is less than or equals, for instance, here is 5. Let us consider, that means 3 the power of x is greater than, for instance, here is 9. So we can take any different examples on this. All this indicates what? Inequalities. So how can I solve such equations? That means functions involving what? Equations as well as inequalities. We will consider all these things in this lesson. Let's come to the first one, solving equations. In case of equation, one more what we add is that x plus y, for instance, which is equal to what? 7. The other thing, that means let's take 2x minus y is equal to 5. This is linear, yes, it is equation. This also what? Equation. When you combine them, we call this is what? Equations what? System of equations involving what? Into variables. Or system of equations into variables. Now let's come to the first one. Equations involving what? Exponents. As we said there, that means here we have what? This is linear equation that we have. Here is what? The exponent. Here is the exponent. This is what? Radical. This one is what? System of equations. So equation may appear what? Either of these three cases for our purpose. It may be what? Linear equation. It may be what? Exponential. It may be what? Radicals. It may be what? System of equations. When you come to the first one, that means exponent. Exponent is what? An equation with exponents where the exponent or parts of exponent are what? Variable. That means what? If we consider some example for this, 3 the power of x is equal to what? Say 9. You see, the exponent is what? The variable x. So we call this exponent function that involving what? Equations. Let's consider the other one. 2x minus 2 is equal to what? Let's take, here is 8. Again, here is what? The exponent is what? X minus 2. X is what? A variable. Minus 2 is what? A constant. So we say that some parts of the exponent are what? Variable, or all maybe what? Variables. So this is parts of the exponent are variables. That is x. And 2 is what? A constant. Let us consider the other example. 3 over 5 the power of x is equal to, for instance, here is 25/9. We can consider this. All these are what? Equations that involving what? Exponents. So we'll try to solve such problems in different cases. For instance, if we take this, 3 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 81. If you say like this, how can we solve this one? That means 3 to the power of x minus 1 is equals 81. We have to express 81 in terms of what? Base 3. This is equals 3 to the power of 4. So these two equations, that means the two functions are equal if and only if the exponents are equal, since their bases are the same. That means x minus 1 must be equal to 4, which is equal to what? X is equal to 5. So in any case, if you have these equations involving exponent, a to the power of x is equals a to the power of y, this implies that what? This implies the exponent x is equals what? 1. Similarly, if they have the same exponent, for instance, here is 3x plus 1, something like this. The same exponent, for instance, here is a is equal to x plus 1. The same exponent if equals a. In that case, what shall we do? That means we make the bases are equal. That means 3x plus 1 is equals what? X plus 1. After that, we can solve the value of x. So in any case that we come across, we can solve what? Equations that involving what? Exponents. Now let us consider examples on this. The first example, that means 2 to the power of negative x plus x squared is equals what? 4. Then find the solution set of this one. When we say the solution set, we put the solution inside the set, yes? In the set. Let us consider this one, which is equal to what? This is 2 to the power of minus x plus x squared is equal to 4. 4 means what? That means 2 times 2, so this is 2 to the power of 2. Now they have the same base. So we equate what? The exponents. That means negative x plus x squared is equal to what? That is 2. Now it becomes quadratic equation. This means x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this one using general quadratic formula, or by taking what? Factors. That means by finding two numbers whose sum is negative 1 and their product is what? Negative 2. The numbers are what? That is negative 2 and 1, which is equal to x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equal to what? That is 0. Now we take this one. What is the common variable for here? Here is x into x minus 2. Similarly, when we come to here, the common one is what? That is 1, x minus 2, which is equal to 0. We express this one as a formula what? This is what? The product of what? Two factors, x plus 1 and x minus 2, which is equal to 0. Then what the value of x? This implies x is equal to negative 1 or x is equal to what? That is equals 2. This is the value of x is negative 1 and 2. If that's so, the solution set becomes what? Solution set for this problem is equal to negative 1, 2. We put like this, we call this solution set. Solution set for this problem. So the first thing that we'll try to do is what? We try to make what? To have the same base. That means the function at the left side and the right side must have what? The same base. We'll try to express with similar base. Let's come to the second one. We say that 1 over 25 the power of x plus 5 times 0.04 the power of x is equals 150. So 1 over 25 means what? We can express this as form of base 5. Since 1 over 25 means what? 1 over 5 squared, which is 1 over 5 squared. Then the whole here is x plus 5 into 0.04 means what? That is 4 over what? 100. The power of what? This is x. The power of x, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 150. Then what 5, which is equal to what? This is 1 over 5 the square the whole power of x means what? Which is equal to 1 over 5 the whole what? The power of 2x. Why? Since we know that a is the power of x, the power of y means what? Which is equal to a is the power of x times y. We take the product of what? The exponents. Plus 5 into 4 over by 4, this one's what? 1. This by 4, 100 by 4 is what? 1 over what? 25. The power of x equal to 150. When you come to here, again 1 over 25 means what? 1 over 5 square, so which is equal to what? This is 1 over 5 the whole 2x plus here is 5 over what? 1 over 5 the whole what? 2x, which is equal to 150. Here we have. So to have the same base, take this what? 1 over 5 means what? 5 the power of negative 1 is. This is equal to what? 5 the power of negative 1. The whole that is to the 2x plus here is 5 into 5 the power of negative 1 the whole what? 2x equal to what? This is equal to 150. Here we have. Now they have what? The same values here we have function. That means 5 the power of negative 1 the whole 2x, here we have the same. This is equal to what? 5 the power of what? Negative 2x into what remains here is what? 1 plus 5, yes? 5 is equal to 150. 150. So what 5? This means 1 plus 5 means what? 6. This is 6 times 5 the power of negative 2x equal to what? 150. Then to solve x, divide both sides by 6, divide this one by 6. What remains? Which is equal to 5 the power of negative 2x is equal to what? This is 25. 25 means what? This is 5 the power of what? 2. So now they have the same base. If that's so, if they have the same base, we equate what? The exponents. This implies what? This implies negative 2x is equal to, that is 2. What the value of x? The value of x is equal to negative 1. So the solution set for this problem is what that? What our solution set is equal to, the set consists negative 1. Similarly, we can solve these problems. Say that 243 the power of 2x minus 3 is equal to what? 81 the power of negative 3x plus 2 over 3. Now we'll try to express this with the same base. You know that 243 means what? 243 by 3, which is equal to what? That is 81. 81 by 3, that is what? 27. Yes. This by 3, what's that? That is 9. This by 3 is equal to what? 3. So which is equal to what? 243 means what? This is 3 the power of what? 5. The whole the power of what? The power of 2x minus 3. Which is equal to 81 means what? 81 that is 3 the power of 4 is 3 the power of 4 the whole the power of what? The power of negative 3x plus 2 over what? Over that is 3. So here we have exponents. So take the product of what? The exponents in both sides. This is equal to what? 3 the power of what? 5 times 2x, that is 10x. 5 times minus 3, that is negative 15, which is equal to 3 the power of 4 times negative 3x is what? Negative 12x. 4 plus 4 times 8, sorry, 4 times 8, that is what? 4 times 2, that is 8, sorry. 4 times 2 is, that is 8, over what? That is 3. Which is equal to what? This is 3 the power of what? 10x minus what? 15 is equal to, you know that here it's the same base. They have the same base. If that's so, we take the difference what? The exponent. እዚህ ጋር ያለው exponent negative x plus 8 ነው። እዚህ ጋር exponent that is, it is understood that is 1. ስለዚህ ኤክስፖነንታቸውን ስንቀንስ we subtract 1 from the exponent of what? The numerator, which is equal to 3 the power of negative 12x plus 8 minus 1, that is 7. Now they have what? The same base. If that's so, we equate what? The exponents, which is equal to what? This implies that 10x minus 15 is equal to what? Negative 12x plus that is 7. Now collect like terms, the variable together and the constant together, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 10x plus 12x is equal to 7 plus 15, that means 7 plus 15. 10x plus 12x is, that is 22x, which is equal to what? 7 plus 15 is, that is 22. So the value of x is what? X is equal to 22 divided by what? 22, which is equal to what? 1. So our solution set for this problem is the set consists, that is 1. This is the answer for this problem. Similarly, we consider this one similar ways. Here we have what? 2x minus 3, the power of what? 3 is equals to 150 divided by 2. How to solve this one? That means what? This is equal to 2x minus 3, the power of what? That is 3 is equal to 250 divided by 2 is what? That is 1, that is 2, and 5 is 125. So at the left side the base is what? With variable 2x minus 3 is exponent 3. This one is what? 125. So we'll try to express with similar exponent. That means here is 2x minus 3, the power of 3 is equals 125 means what? That means 5 the power of what? 3. So what they have? They have the same exponent. If so, their base must be what? The same or equal. 2x minus 3 is equal to, that is 5. Which implies what? Which implies 2x is equal to what? Take this negative 3 to the right side, that becomes 8. So to solve x, divide both sides by 2. X is equal to, that is 4. So the solution set for this one is, our solution set is equal to consists, a set consists, that is 4. So we can solve different problems like with or in similar fashion. Now let's come to the second one. That means equations involving radicals. When you say that radicals, that means what? Equations that contain variables in the radicand. That means, you know, this is the square root. Here we have, this is the cube root. Here we have, this is the fourth root. Or here we have what? Take anyone, nth root. So we consider some variables here. X, let's take x. If that's so, we call this is what? Radicals. So when we say that equations involving radicals, we can say this is equal to what? Let's take this is x plus 1 like this. Let's take here is 5. We can consider here is, for instance, 2. We can consider here is let's take 1 or something like that. 1. Yes, all are what? Equations involving what? Equations involving radicals, since we have variables in radicand. Variable በራዲካንዱን ስላለን we call this is equations involving radicals እንለዋለን ማለት ነው እንላለን. We can consider here, say x plus 1 is equal to, for instance, 4. This is what? Equations involving radicals. So to solve this one, that means x plus 1 under square root means what? This is the power of what? 1 over 2, which is equal to 4. To solve such problems, you have to remove what? The radicals. To remove this one, square both sides. That means x plus 1, the whole square root, the whole square this one, which is equals what? 4 the power of 2. You know that 1 over 2 times 2 is what? That is 1. Why? Since this one means what? You have to take the product of their exponents. Here we have what? X plus 1. Since 2 over 2 is 1, which is equal to 4 square means that is 16. Then what the value of x? X is equal to 16 minus, here is 1, which is equal to what? That is 50. So we can solve problems in such a way. Let us consider example for this one. Find solution set of the following. This is what? Equations involving what? Radicals. If that's so, we can solve this one. The square root of x minus 1, the whole square, both sides, this is equals what? 7 square, to solve such problems. Since we can take the value of x as it is within the radicals, So what the value of this one? This means what? It becomes x minus 1 is equal to 49. What the value of x? X is equal to 49 plus 1, which is equal to what? 50. The value of x is, that is 50. If it is solution set, we can put this solution set in the set, that is 50. Similarly, when you come to here, the square root of what? 2 over 3, the power 3 minus x is equals what? 9 over 4. Still, this is what? Equations involving what? Radicals. Which is equal to what? The square root of what? 2 over 3 means 2 over 3, the whole what? The square root means 1 over 2. The whole, the exponent that we have is what? 3 minus x. Which is equal to 9 over 4 means what? That is 3 over what? 2. The whole square is, here we have. When you take this one, here we have two exponents. Take the product of the exponent at the left side, which is equal to 2 over 3. The power of what? That is 3 minus x over, that is 2. Equal to 3 over 2. The whole what? The whole, this is square. You know that. Which is equal to what? This is equal to 1 over what? This is 1 over 2 over 3. The whole square is. This is the whole square. We can express this in other way. That means 3 over 2 square means what? 1 over 2 over 3 square, which is equivalent. If that's so, when take what? Since the base of this is 2 over 3, the base of this one is what? 3 over 2. To solve such problems, we will try to make what? To have the same base. አንድ አይነት ቤዝ እንዲኖራቸው ማድረግ አለብን ማለት to have the same base we take what 3 over 2 square means 1 over 2 over 3 square ይሆናል ማለት which is equal to 2 over 3 the whole what that means 3 minus x over 2 is equal to what you take what this exponent to the numerator it becomes what 2 over 3 the power of what that is negative 2. Now they have the same base this 2 over 3, here also 2 over 3. If that's so, we equate what? The exponents. That means 3 minus x over 2 is equal to what? Negative 2. Which is negative 2. Here we have 1. When we equate this one, that means 3 minus x is equal to negative 4. Is solve x. X is equal to what? 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. Which is equal, no, 3 plus 4. Which is equal to what? That is 7. The value of x is 7, so our solution set is equal to, that is, we said this is 7. Now let us consider the next example. It says that the cube root of what? 32 the power of x over 16 over 2 over 3x is equals to 1 over 4. Similarly, we'll try to make with the same base. Here we have the cube root of 32. 32, we express 32 as a forms what? That means 32 divided by 2, that is what? 16. This is by 2, but that? This is what? 8. This is by 2, that is 4. This is by 2, here we have what? So, 32 means what? That is 2 the power of what? 5. The whole, the cube root means 1 over 3. The whole what? That is x. Over this is 16 means what? That means 2 the power of 4. The whole what? 2 over 3x. Which is equal to what? 1 over 4. 1 over 4 means what? 1 over 2 squares. That means 2 the power of what? Negative 2. We express it like this. After that, take the product of this exponents for the numerator as well as for the denominator. Which is equal to what? 2 the power of 5 over 3x over, which is equal to what? 2 over 2 the power of what? 8 over 3 x, which is equal to 2 the power of negative 2. You know, at the left side, they have what? The same base. If they have the same base, we take what? The difference of their exponents, which is equal to what? This is 2 the power of 5 over 3x minus, that is 8 over 3x equal to what? 2 the power of what? Negative 2. Here we are. What? Take the difference of this exponent, that means 5 over 3x minus 8 over 3x is what? Which is equal to 2 over what? To the power of, negative 3 over 3x, which is equal to negative 2 to the power of negative 2. Now, they have the same base here. If that's so, this implies what? This indicates that this indicates negative 3 over 3x is equal to negative 2. Negative 3 over 3 means negative x. Negative x is equal to what? Negative 2. What the value of x? X is equal to 2. So the solution set for this problem is equal to the set consists 2 እንላለን ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ በዚህ አይነት መንገድ መስራት አለብን ማለት ወይም ደግሞ we make what the bases are similar ቤዛቸውን similar ወይም ተመሳሳይ አድርገን መስራት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። Similarly, when you come to this one, 16 the power of 2x plus 1 is equals to what? The cube root of what? 4096 the power of 3x minus 5. The same, you'll try to make to have the same base. አንድ አይነት ቤዝ እንዲኖራቸው ማድረግ ይጠበቅብናል ማለት that means 4096 means if you take divide by 16 for instance by 16 take that by 16 which is equal to what twice that is 32 89 that is what 5 times then this is 89 96 which is equal to what that is 6 ይሆናል ማለት this is again by 16 which is equal to what this is again 16 ይሆናል which is equal to 16 the power of what 1 over that means square root of this one the whole one the power of 2x plus 1 again we express this one 4096 with base 16 which is equal to what 16 the power of what 3 the whole what the power of what 1 over 3 again we have the power of what this is 3x minus 5 here one. So we take they have the same base this is equal to what this is 16 the power of what takes the product of exponent the exponentacion product ስንወስድ which is equal to what 2x plus 1 over what that is 2 which is equal to 3 times 1 over 3 that is 1 so this becomes what 16 the power of what this is 3x minus 5. Now they have the same base is that so we get what the exponent that means 2x plus 1 over 2 is equal to what this is equals 3x minus 5 equal 1. Please close this one which is equal to what 2x plus 1 is equal to what 2 times 3x is what that is 6x 2 times minus 5 that is what minus 10. Take the collect like terms the variables with variable and constant with constant take this one as what 6x minus 2x is equal to 1 plus what 10 1 plus that is 10 which is equal to what this is 4x is equal to what that is 11 but the value of x divided by 4 divided by 4 the value of x is equal to 11 over 4 is so what the solution set for this problem the solution set for this problem is what our solution set is equals the set consists 11 over what 11 over 4 we can express solution set like this. ስለዚህ በተመሳሳይ መንገድ የተለያዩ ጥያቄዎችን ሶልቭ ማድረግ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ተመሳሳይ ቤዛቸውን ማመሳሰል ወይም ደግሞ ኤክስፖነንታቸው ተመሳሳይ ከሆነ ቤዙን ኢኳል ማድረግ ወይም ቤዛቸው ተመሳሳይ ከሆነ ኤክስፖነንቱን ኢኳል አድርገን ሶልቭ እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው። Or for the case of D we can also express this one as a forms base 2 that means 4096 means what this is by 2 what which is 2 0 and this is 4 8 that is what 8 again but by 2 this one is what equal to what this is 1 0 2 and 4 again this is by 2 what this is 5 1 and 2 again this is by 2 what this is what 2 5 6 is again this is by 2 what here is 1 and 2 and 8 is divided by 2 again divide 128 by 2 which is equals what 64 again divide this one by 2 what's that is 32 divide this by 2 again what this is what 16 continue like this. Again we divide what? 16 is 16. This is by 2, what one? Which is 8. Again 8 divided by 2, that is what? 4. Again divide this one by 2, which is equal to 2. So we can express this as base 2. What's the number be? 2's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we express this as forms. እንዴት መግለጽ እንችላለን ማለት ነው? ቤዝ 2 አድርገን መግለጽ እንችላለን። 16 ማለት ምን ማለት ነው? to the power of what? 4. The whole what? The square root of this one. The whole what? That is the exponent. Here we have 2x plus 1 is equivalent to, what about the cube root of what? 4096 means what? This is to the power of what? 12. The power of, that means cube root, that is 1 over 3. The whole, the power of what? The variable that we have 3x minus 5. Here we have. Now we take the product of the exponent. Here we have 2 the power of 4 times 1 over 2 means what? 4 over 2, this is what? 2 the power of 2 times the power of what? 2x plus 1, which is equal to the power of 12 over 3 means what? This is 2 the power of what? 4. Since 12 divided by 3, that is 4. The whole the power of what? That is 3x minus 5. Here we have. Again we take the product of what? The exponents in both sides. Here we have 2 the power of what? 2 times 2x is what? That is 4x. Plus 2 times 1, that is 2, equal to 2 the power of what? 4 times 3x is what? That is 12x. Minus 4 times negative 5, that is 20. Here we have. Now they have what? The same base. If that's so, we equate what? The exponents. That means 4x plus 2 is equals what? 12x minus 20. Here we have. Now collect like terms. This equal to what? That means 12x minus, this is 4x equal to 2 plus 20. What's that? 12x minus 4x is what? Which is equal to 8x is equal to 2 plus 20, that is 22. What? This implies x is equal to 22 divided by what? 8. So solve x, divide both sides by 8, which is equal to what? 11 over 4. We get the same result what we did before. ስለዚህ በዛኛው ወይ ቤዛቸውን 16 ተመሳሳይ አድርገን እንደሰራ ነው ተመሳሳይ ሪዛልት እናገኛለን ማለት ነው። Again the solution set for this problem is equal to the set consists number 11 over 4 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። This is the solution set for our problem.